Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a Saul, the Destroyer, Conor Benn, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world today.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is...
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, all I can say...
And there's the bell to start the round. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That hook doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? Continues to touch him up. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Fantastic punch. These two are the perfect dance partners. Nice punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Perfect punch. They threw the hook. It didn't land. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind.
Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
He's up, but for how long? Look at us. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Catch and shoot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. The jab doesn't quite connect.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Every time they throw a shot, they get counted. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. And he scores with the counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. A very competitive round here so far. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Beautiful counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Do it! It's all coming to an end! Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Boy, this... They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like... And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. That big hook doesn't land. Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it. Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again. The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Can't land the jab there. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Every time.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
find a home with that jab. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Both men step back for, and we may see an early stoppage here. And it appears they're out, so he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. There's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being... The referee really thinking about stopping it. Maybe not as hurt as we thought, but he can't continue to take those punches. What is he doing in there?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. Perfect counter shot. Through the hook, didn't land. What a punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared.
Oh my, that's a game changer. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. You knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
That's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
just missed with that hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And he scores with the counter. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No defense for that hook. Nice counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Perfect counter shot. And we may see a stoppage here. At some point, the corner has to stop the fight for this fighter because he's not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. One. And there's the bell to start the round. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
Two knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. How is this going to work? But you know what? The one that was knocked down earlier, he's the one that's got more time to recover. But it's still hard. It still plays on your brain to see what's happening. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and... Are we about to see a first-round knockout? You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up, what a journey towards this fight, what a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it, the fighters enjoyed it, I certainly enjoyed it, and what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.